Scorpio, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, your present, and your immediate future. Keep in mind that in general readings, energies do go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonates with your own personal situation. All right, let's start with your reading. Okay. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck is Nine of Wands, the main energy for the reading. And right here, the first thing that I really see from you, Scorpio, is that you decide to not try anymore. Deciding to stop trying altogether because this is a situation that is really not going anywhere. The level of sacrifice and work that this is requiring, it's not worth it anymore. And you're feeling as though it's time for the other person to start trying and make some movement towards you instead. Their time to do something to remind you why you're even fighting for this, why you're fighting for this in the first place. You've clearly reached a turning point right here, at least emotionally, and we'll see what the repercussions of this Nine of Wands are going to be on the situation and on the other person as well. Now, in your recent past, we have the Ten of Wands and the High Priestess reversed, which is definitely not an energy that I see often in your readings, this High Priestess reversed. You are usually such a intuitive sign. You are always really good at reading people and reading situations overall. But seeing this card in reversed means that you have taken action and made decisions against your intuition. You still knew deep down what was going on, but you decided to not listen to it, not that time. There is something that you really wanted to go for, something you invested into, and also built expectations around, something you wanted to believe in, Scorpio. And you ended up projecting a lot on this situation and a lot on this person overall, seeing good things about it and picking up on good signs because they were just the projection of what you needed to see in that moment. I get the feeling that with these energies, you've almost seen the situation as something that represented your last chance at love. You felt that if this was not going to work out, or if this was not going to happen now, then it would have never happened ever again. This is my last chance. This is my last opportunity. I have to give all that I've got. Otherwise, I'll end up with nothing. Some of you might not be aware of this way of thinking because this often is something that it's buried in the subconscious. But here is the thing. It impacts you regardless of you knowing that it's there or not. That's why it's tricky. It feels overall that this person's behavior was really not what you hoped it to be, but you were trying to adapt to it, trying to not be too demanding perhaps. But now you might realize that you ended up postponing a disappointment that was unavoidable because eventually you had to face reality, and you did right here with the Ten of Wands, taking all of your things and just leave. I just see that for once you didn't want to walk away immediately. You didn't want to be this Ten of Wands right away. You wanted to give this a chance. You wanted to give this the benefit of the doubt. And you even second guess yourself, even if just subconsciously, thinking, maybe I'm too demanding. Maybe I expect too much. I ask for too much. And what I can say about that is most times when you wonder if you're asking for too much, the answer is no. You're just asking the wrong person. Don't forget, Scorpio, that we always accept the love we think we deserve. And sometimes we just need to aim higher, even if that means pushing someone away, even if that means walking away from someone. In your present, we have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and this Knight of Swords, which is definitely showing us your state of mind at this moment. You are really living life as you didn't give a crap anymore. That's what I see with these two cards. You're wanting to move forward quickly and stop wasting time with the wrong people. Stop trying extra hard because you see that eventually it always ends up in the same way. Now, given this energy, if this wasn't a reading for Scorpio, I would usually say, well, you might be faking this. You might be faking this happiness. You're wanting to maybe fake it until you make it, move forward because of the hurt that you might have felt in the previous situation, not wanting to show to the other person that you cared or that you still care. But since this is you, Scorpio, I think that you're really doing this. Emotions don't really flow in and out as we wish. It doesn't work like a switch unless you are a Scorpio, because whether that's possible or not, you make it possible. You make it happen. There is something that clicks within you when you get disappointed and you lose trust. And that really allows you to say, all right, good, I'm out. Good luck. You're never going to see me again. And when something like this happens, all the love, the interest and passion just does go away, disappear, or you ignore it so well that it feels like it's not there anymore. Now, the speed of this is in a way good because you don't keep yourself stuck, but there is something that you're missing in the process. If you were to slow down and take your time, you would realize that you have questions within you. There is some sort of confusion, Seven of Cups, some sort of second guessing as well yourself still, even if you're walking away from this. There are questions within you that need answers. And the questions are, why does this happen every time? Is this random? Am I just unlucky in love? Is there something wrong with me? Why do I always attach myself only to problems, to people who are not straightforward and to people that are hard to figure out? Now, from what I see here, the issue really comes from the fact that there is a lesson that you need to learn from this, but that you haven't learned yet because you move very fast at the end of it. And you end up being stuck into this never-ending cycle that can break and will break only when you see what's really going on here. So that's important. That's really, really important for you, Scorpio. Now, in your future position, we have the Hangman and the Eight of Swords. Now, there is some sort of important realization in your immediate future. Something that might be triggered by a message or by a conversation you're going to have with someone or with yourself. Something that will truly place a mirror in front of your face, in front of you. And you'll see something you didn't think was there. You see it right here in the Eight of Swords. There is a distorted image that shows up when you think about yourself, Scorpio. Let me put this Hangman down for now. I know that you are a very confident sign, but you're also a sign that can be very hard on themselves. Too hard at times. How can you expect someone to love you if you don't love that image in the mirror? I get the sense that deep down, you always expect for people to walk away at some point, to leave. You always expect for things to end, for secrets to be revealed, as if you were going into this world with two shields on your arms, often preparing for the worst. And because of that, you attract people who will leave, people who have secrets, or people who will cause problems. But this protection, these shields you carry around, I mean, that's definitely exhausting. And we see it with the main energy right here, the Nine of Wands. that you are exhausted. You might often experience the fear that someone is going to leave or going to get bored and that nothing is what it seems. You need to stop looking at your surroundings, Scorpio. Stop looking at other people and their actions. Start looking into the mirror in order to see how your perception of the world is impacting what happens around you. And in order to see how worthy you are, stop being so demanding of yourself and start demanding more from other people instead. Start thinking, what if I get bored of them instead, you know? Let them prove themselves to you. Let them do the work and show to you if they are worthy of you. There is something here that you need to let go and that will come back to you tenfold. Not sure what it is yet. We will look into it. But whatever it is, it's going to happen fast. This is something that will come back to you at the right time. As long as you slow down, look inside, and allow for the truth to come up. I mean, I do see love, a lot of it, coming up for you. But will you see it? Will you be able to really understand how special this person could be? Or will you keep looking for the people who will always put you in the same position with this hanged man? It's going to be up to you. That's really the only way out of this cycle, the only way to break it, Scorpio. So let's look into what it is that wants to come back to you tenfold. I really hope this message was helpful because it has been blocking you for longer than you know. But obviously the next question is, how are things going to evolve in the future? What should I expect once I lower my guard down and go into the world with pride, confidence, knowing what I'm worth? And once I start expecting for things to actually work out this time, is that going to really change things long term or not? Let's look into it. Let's keep going with these messages and see where you're going to end up a year from now, if you decide to really do this the right way, Scorpio. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Scorpio, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. Actually, the reading will be 45 minutes this time. I'm offering birth charts as well in case you're interested. And I'm seeing that the readings will actually usually go up to an hour. It's fine with me if it's fine with you. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the sun. I mean, this is really telling you, Scorpio, look, happiness and everything that you have been really looking for has been around you, has been around the corner for you for a very long time. And it's just up to you deciding to walk towards it. Find a way to really let it into your life for good. And I know that it might sound unfair because of everything that you have been going through. But right here, we see that you are more in control of the situation that you might know. And it's time to be really in charge of your happiness right now, Scorpio. It's time to be responsible for your own actions, for the things you do and the things you think, for the perception that you create for yourself, because it really shapes the reality around you. Say that you are expecting, for example, just an example, to go out today and you have to go to the grocery store and you perceive your reality as soon as I walk out, I'll get into an accident, you know? Will you go out? Will you go out get food? Or will you stay home? You see the difference there? The way you're perceiving your future, even your near future, will impact everything around you, everything you do. And so your perception is no joke. Don't underestimate it, because it's really, really important for you. So, regardless of your perception, which is definitely something that has the possibility to finally change here, what is coming your way? Right here, we see this Knight of Cups and the Sun energy really coming in almost aggressively with a lot of power. What is this about? Let's see how your life could actually change if you will trust it this time. Let's start by clarifying the Nine of Cups. One more. All right. Okay. Listen, this is someone who is obsessed about you. Hey, I was feeling very weird because we didn't see the Page of Swords in your reading yet. We usually do, and here it is. What we see is that there is someone who has been keeping an eye on you, but who hasn't made a move yet, and for a very specific reason. This person is thinking that as soon as